Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. You know, word on the curb is that Tank Davis is out saying that basically he doesn't want to fight a fighter in Vasyl Lomachenko who is still fighting in arenas that draws 3,400 people. Basically referring to Vasyl Lomachenko's fight at the MGM over at the National Harbor in Washington, D.C. And it doesn't even hold 3,400, by the way. But that's the fight he's referring to. And he's basically saying he doesn't want to fight a dude who doesn't have drawing power, I'm guessing. Or is still fighting on that level of an arena, I'm guessing. Clearly the Floyd Mayweather-itis is starting to rub off on Tank Davis, man. No question about it. Now, Tank is not quite a draw himself yet. And truth be told, there is nobody at 130, I'll say at 130 or 135, that will possibly outdraw him with other than Vasyl Lomachenko. I mean, I can't think of any other fighter. So for him to use that as a measure, bruh, I don't think there ain't nobody. If Vasyl Lomachenko wouldn't give you a good draw, then ain't nobody will. It's just as simple as that. Now, us diehard fans, those who stick to the script on boxing, we know exactly what this is. We know exactly what this is. This is just laying foundation to hopefully a future fight. But it's clear from the Tank Davis camp, Floyd Mayweather and all, they ain't interested in a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. They think Tank is too young. They believe that Vasyl Lomachenko is a bit older, so he's moving a bit faster. He's had an extensive amateur career, 396 wins and 1 loss, in which he avenged twice. And, you know, as opposed to Tank Davis, I think his is like 206 and 15. Doesn't have, and not to mention Lomachenko is a, 3-time Olympian or something like that. So he has and then he's been in his professional career, he's been in there with very experienced fighters. He's pretty much dominated every division he's fought at. He is far ahead of Tank Davis. And Tank Davis knows this, you know what I mean? So, you know, that whole camp knows this. They're not rushing Tank Davis, though, and it's a smart decision, in my opinion. Clearly, we've seen what happened when they rushed Adrian Bronner. Hopefully, that whole camp learned its lesson, and they will not do the same with Tank Davis, man. And that's just being real. They're taking their time with this kid, man. He's just, 1-2 fights removed from winning his world title. That was the biggest fight of his career, which with Pedraza. So, you know, he got work to do, man. And he wants to establish himself as an A-side fighter. Mayweather wants this kid to be a A-side fighter, and clearly today he is just not that. But however, fighting guys of the caliber of Vasyl Lomachenko, a guy who's pound for pound rated, you know what I'm saying, it would do wonders for the career of Tank Davis, far as amongst the diehard fans, but amongst the casuals and business-wise, and making himself A-side is just not a wise fight to take, you know. In the future, maybe 2-3 fights in the future, absolutely. But we know Vasyl Lomachenko is headed up to 135, especially now with Mikey Garcia. His star is steadily rising by him beating Adrian Bronner. You got guys like Jorge Linares up there, Robert Easter's up there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of big fights for Vasyl Lomachenko. And given that he fights under the top rank banner, he's easing towards 140. You know, there's a lot of fights up there, man, you know, for him, especially under the top rank banner. But also, if he remains at 130, there's still fights for him there. We know the Orlando Salido fight can always represent itself. Oscar Valdez, in which he fought Vasyl Lomachenko in the amateurs. Valdez is done at 126. He could be coming up to 130 soon. These are all things, you know, that can, you know, be used to stall for time for Vasyl Lomachenko. But quite honestly, I don't think he's nurturing, you know, he's jumping head over heels for that fight. It's not like Tank is a household name. Now, given that Vasyl Lomachenko had defeated Gary Russell Jr., and I'm from D.C., man, and he defeated Gary Russell Jr., his name buzzes in the DMV area. Hence, you see him fighting at the MGM on their first inaugural fight, to be honest with you. It was the first fight in the MGM. So, you know, his name ring bells here. Now, Tank Davis is from Baltimore. So right now, their fight is a super fight locally, no doubt about it. More nationally, maybe not as of right now, at least not amongst the casual fan base. But I just don't see Tank Davis fighting anyone aside from Vasyl Lomachenko that will give him even casual recognition. I mean, who is he talking about? Trying to work his way up to Adrian Bronner, maybe Leo Santa Cruz or something of that level. But You know, Tank Davis got more to prove, man. He's on the right trajectory. They got this kid. They're moving him right. They're moving him at a good pace, and he's on the right track. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Talented fighter. It will be great to see these two meet up in some time in the near future. But let's not fake and kid ourselves and act like the reason that Tank Davis is not fighting Loma is because of his drawing power, if you will. That's just bullshit, and that's just my opinion. We know that kid ain't ready. That camp know that kid ain't ready. But eventually, and sometime soon, he will be ready. But right now, he needs to establish himself as an A-side. So to the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Just something to be noted, man. You know what I mean? Not to say that Tank Davis, this is not a diss. Say he's afraid of Vasyl Lomachenko by any means. But, yo, Vasyl Lomachenko is a bad boy, and right now he's high risk and low reward because he's not casually known, unfortunately. So that is what it is, man. So to the next video, peace out.